Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk about new in beauty. Some of it's not so new. It's been a long time since I've talked about anything beauty on the channel, but with the move and everything else. So if you're quite new here, you've most probably not seen any beauty, but I do fashion, beauty, lifestyle, all sorts of different things. So hit that subscribe button, and I'd love to know what you think of all these items. So if you'd like to leave a comment, that would be marvellous. So I've got some goodies here. I'm in a new room filming. I don't know how this positioning is going to go, but I'm going to do this film and we'll see, won't we? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Tria Age Defying Laser. I've actually had this a couple of years and I was amazed at the results of this. Actually, you have to use it quite regularly. I think I use mine 3 times a week now. I think when I first filmed about it, I was using it too. But when I moved and this got packed away, I couldn't find it. I didn't really worry about it. I think when you're using these devices for some time, you wonder if it's doing anything. And within a couple of weeks of moving, I could already see the difference because I wasn't using it. And I frantically searched hundreds of boxes. It was in one that I never thought it was going to be, and I think I'd run out of, I'd come to the last little bits and pieces. This was on my dressing table and it got packed in a box that wasn't labelled. So when I did find it, I started using it again and I thought, wow, it really does make a difference. So I just wanted to give that another little shout actually, because it's a brilliant little device. It's like a little laser. You turn it on, you've got 3 different grades of settings. So one obviously is what you'd start off with. I've always kept mine on 2. I find number 3 is just a little bit powerful for me. So you turn it on, you get your little buttons, and all you do is just glide on your skin and it'll beep. The longer you use it, it'll beep. So normally I'll do this side, it stops like when as soon as you take it away, but I'll do this until it beeps and then I'll go on to the next side. And I concentrate on this area and then up here, and I'll do a little bit round here. And I'm already noticing the difference of refinding this, or I'm already noticing the difference of finding this, and wow, it's a nice little piece of kit. It's quite expensive, but I do find it's it targets that underlying dermis. It plumps your skin up. I'm trying to think of the name of the therapy that I had at beauticians. Anyway, radiotherapy. Is it radio frequency? Radio frequency. It heats the skin up deep down below, and when your skin gets heated up, it plumps the collagen up. And that's how it works. It plumps the collagen up, so your skin gets plumper, hence your wrinkles start to come out. You know, it helps your wrinkles fade. And I just find it's good for that little bit of lift. I think where I use it there, these are my nightmares, my jowls. And I target that area more than anything. And it does work. It gives me a little lift. So you think these things are not working when you've been using them a long time, and it's amazing when you stop, you find out that they are. So yeah, that's the Tria. I'll leave all the links below, and you can find that if you wish. What else? This, I'm just on my 2nd bottle of this. It's the L'Oreal. I hope that's gonna focus in there. It's the L'Oreal Age Perfect Mycelia water. I buy this, I think I paid £4 for this one, and I've had it a good couple of weeks, so look, there's only a little bit gone out the bottom. I find I use a lot of makeup when I'm going out doing my fashion shoots. If you work in the city, this would be good for you. Busy environment, but I use this as a first cleanse, so I just use a makeup remover pad and take all my makeup off with that, and then I step into my next cleanse, and it's really making a difference. I like that, and I think it's a lovely cheap buy. I wouldn't use it personally as a cleanser on its own, but I think it really makes a good first cleanse. So that's that. Another thing that wowed me last year was the Pray Beauty System. This is my second jar of neck cream. It's all about targeting the neck area. This is a serum, hence why I've got my glasses on my head so I can read all the writing. Throat and Décolletage Serum. I don't think I've spoken on here on the vlog before about this, but I did do a blog post. I'll leave the link below to it. But this has really made a difference to my neck. I use the two, night and morning. So I put the serum on first. It's got like a rollerball effect, so it's easy to apply. I always find neck cream's hard to apply, but I put the cream on the back of my neck if I'm using a cream, and then I'll go like that rather than trying to rub it in like that. Yeah, so I put that on and then I leave it to dry off because it's actually quite wet. It takes about a minute, and then I apply the cream after, and that has really made a big difference to my neck. It's brilliant for chest area. I don't have a problem with my chest area because I've never worn low cut clothes. I think that's helped, but my neck is terrible. Mum used to say to me, when you moisturise, make sure you use your neck cream. Did I listen? No. And it is my worst area. No SPF on there throughout my life has not helped at all. But this is brilliant. Let's get the glasses. This Ageless Throat and Décolletage Neck Cream. This has got, if I remember rightly, some retinol in it as well. Apply a small amount each night to chest and throat with gentle upward strokes. Yeah, it's a pink cream, and I would recommend that for your throat and your chest area. There's been a lot of reviews about it. I did a review about it and everyone has loved it. It's actually quite a cult cream now. So yeah, take a look at the Pray or Pry. I say Pray. You might say Pry. It's spelled P-R-A-I. Definitely worth a look. What else have I got? Revolution Pro. I started doing some collaborations with them late last year, and something that really blew me away was this Conceal and Hydrate cream. Don't know if that's focusing, and I can't reach my camera, so this is absolutely brilliant stuff. For many years I've used Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I was asked to try this. I've tried lots of foundations throughout blogging. Nothing's ever really wowed me. I like it, but I normally go back to my Estee Lauder Double Wear because it lasts. You put it on in the morning and it's still there at the end of the day. But then Revolution Pro came to me and I said yes, I would like to try this. I had to go in the shop. There's so many shades of this. I would recommend that you go actually in the shop and find your right shade. But this stuff is absolutely amazing. It's as good as Double Wear. The coverage is excellent. but it's not as dry as the double wear. I found the double wear was starting to sit into my lines and wrinkles, and I was starting to find that problem. I went on to another Estee Lauder foundation, I can't remember what it's called, Lucidity, and it didn't last very well, so I went back to my double wear. But this is absolutely amazing. This costs £9 and it's quite a lot in there. I think my double wear costs 25, 27, and I would say I'm getting just as good a result from that. So I'm so pleased that I actually managed to get to try this Revolution Pro, because there's no going back. I use it all the time now. I use it mixed with my Trini London. One pump, that's all it takes. I'm not going to even put one pump on here because it will go everywhere. So that's the colour I'm using, and then I'll put a tiny bit in with my Trini London that's literally on its last legs. Rub them together, and I still get a good coverage with that. So I rub that into, I've got that on, this is what I've got on now. So I'll leave that just for 30 seconds, a minute, and then I'll buff it in with my brush. But I am blown away by this stuff. For £9 for all that, when I've been paying 25, 27 of Estee Lauder double wear. God, and I've used it for, I think, about 18 years. I've never ever found anything to replace it. But that's good stuff. Right, so I'm going to buff that in. I always use the Yellowy tone foundation. I know you're supposed to match your skin tone. Oh, that's my phone, sorry. But I like this one. So there it is, you can see how well it covers. Very, very pleased. Gives you a nice little bit of a tanned look. Obviously do your neck as well, because I'm so pale otherwise. That's how I like it. The other two things from the Revolution Pro that I really liked, pore blur. Now I'm getting big pores on my nose that I've been quite worried about. I've just started using retinol to see if I can rectify it with that, and this pore blur is pretty good. It's just like providing a really nice base, really. So you put that on and it will give you a nice smooth finish, and I've been quite pleased with that. It's good for an everyday prior to your foundation makeup. I've been quite pleased with that. And I've got where's my scar? My scar is on this side. I've got a scar here. I haven't got it on today, but I'll show you in a minute. I use the Trini Blur as well, and it just helps with that scar. It helps to hide it, so it just helps to hide some blemishes. If you've got any dark spots, I'll put it on that, and then apply foundation after. So yeah, and it's the price that wows me more than anything. For what you're getting for the price, I think it's really good. And also this, the Sculpt and Glow Kit, I found that really good. I am not a lover of highlighter. I think it accentuates your wrinkles more up here, but I do use this on my eyes because it gives my eyes a nice little pop. But this is a lovely, it's a bronzer, but it's got a lot of pink in it. I'd use it more as a blush, and I think this was only £4 or £5. So I'll leave all the links below. I was very pleased with that. It goes on nice and smooth, lovely. So, you know, I've always dissed these cheap brands a little bit, but they're worth looking at. They're worth looking at because you never know if you can find that little gem. One thing that I did want to talk to you about was the Spa range. Actually, this isn't the cream that I'm going to rave about. I actually got this in an advent calendar that Spa sent me, and I've got so many goodies. I'm still working through them. I don't use them all in one go, but this cream is really lovely. it's a day cream. But a while back they sent me the Probiotic range to try, and wow, it's another thing that I use all the time now, is the Probiotic range. I'm going to leave a picture linked in here so that you can have a look. And you know, you use these creams. I always stop using all my regular creams when I try something new from a brand, and I was just wowed straight away by the Probiotic range. It's absolutely amazing. The difference in my skin, it just looked plumper, it's more glowy, it looks healthier. You know, when you get up in the morning you think, oh, and then you can get up on another morning and think, wow, you know, that's not too bad. And that's how I felt with the Probiotic range. It's really worth looking at. It's expensive, but I thought it was worth every penny of what it was. The other thing I didn't like about it was it hasn't got SPF in it. I did use it day and night because I was so impressed with it. I don't normally do that, so I'm still on the hunt for the best SPF, high SPF to put on after my Probiotic. So if you know any, let me know in the comments below. I'm not using the Probiotic at the moment because I'm just trialing a new brand that I'll be talking about, but as I'm going to order my Probiotic any day now because I won't be without it. I always used Estee Lauder Day Wear. I think that's got an SPF of 15 or 30, I'm not sure. And I have used that cream for years. I put it on and my skin is just like a straw. It's like, you know, and I loved it. It just suited me and I used it for years. And any other cream that I've tried via blogging since then, nothing came close to it. And then I tried that Probiotic and it was love, and I won't go back now. That is my cream. So, worth looking at. What else have I got? The Trini London tea kit. This is amazing. Look, it's all magnetic. How cool is this for your handbag? Look, I absolutely love this little bit of kit. Now, first one you've got is for your eyes, so you can get a nice deep line of shadow on your eyes there. Then you've got the lips for your Trini London pots, and I do use it. I'm so glad that she's brought out brushes because I hate using fingers. Then you've got an eyeshadow brush. I've not used this yet, but I will be using it. It's quite new, but I love how it's all magnetic. So if you're not using that one first, you just switch them about. But I think that's absolutely brilliant for your handbag, and it's so small and light. What a handy little piece of kit. The Miracle Blur from Trini London. I think I've spoken about this quite a bit before. It's like a paste. It's like a paste. But you put that on your deep wrinkles and you just pat. This is one of my Trini stacks. I've got my Miracle Blur in here, and it's absolutely amazing. If you want to get rid of, I'm going to do it on my scar actually, because it nigh on works every time, and it's brilliant for lip lines. So I'm going to pat on there. So I'll just do one. You can put this on before or after makeup. It's good for filling in big pores, any blemishes that you've got. I absolutely love it, and I won't be without that either. Let me get my Trini lipstick, because now I've only got half a lipstick on. So yeah, this is my makeup tea kit. This one's more like a base kit. This has got eye brightener in. What else? What have we actually? about that. Camera cut out. What have we got in these ones? Put my glasses on again. That's the Miracle Blur. Trintron, that's a concealer. Starlight, that's light, it lights your eyes like a light eyeshadow. I always use light colours like I just said with that Revolution Pro. And then I've got Davina, I think that's another eyeshadow, but that, oh no, that's the concealer or brightener, highlighter if you like. And yeah, I love my stacks, so they all stack up. And in here I've got lips, cheeks, eyes and bronzer. And I am constantly using this at the moment, the Capture. I don't know, that came out on film then. The Capture lipstick. So I've got my lip. And I'm just gonna... That's what I've got on today. And there you go, I've got lips again now. But can you see how much that's taken the lip line away? It really is good. So I haven't done this side, but I've done that side. It's excellent stuff. I absolutely love it. I just wish you'd do a bigger pot. I find these little pots, I run out of them too quick because I use the Miracle Blur all the time. Right, one new thing that I did purchase that I didn't like at all is the By Terry Cc Serum. I'd heard so much hype about this. Everyone was raving about it, how good it is, what a luminous glow it gives. I do like to mix my foundation with a CC cream. It just gives that nice little finish to it. I don't know, it gives you a nice dewy look. And I thought I'm going to buy this. It's £60 to buy. I ordered it in the apricot because I thought I like yellow tones, so that's why I bought it. But I don't like this at all. Actually, I use my other hand because and I just can't see what it does. Even I've tried it on its own, I've tried mixing it with foundation, and it's just not doing anything for me at all. So I was really sad about that. I actually bought this to replace my Trini London BFF, which is here, which is empty, and it's just not a patch on it. The Trini London one's got SPF in, this one hasn't. The By Terry one, this hasn't got SPF in it. This is SPF 30, I think. Yeah, it's SPF 30, and I notice a difference. Any foundation that I'm using, I mix one pump of that in with my normal foundation, and it just gives me a beautiful glow. I love it. This is, I think, my 3rd tube. And I'm on the last drops, so I've got a new one coming. But if you're going to buy anything that you want to make your skin look better at a mature age, this is it. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. What I did buy from By Terry as well was the CC powder, and I love the packaging. I think it's beautiful. It's not cheap, this By Terry stuff. I think this was 30 odd pounds. It's got a nice little powder in there, nice little, looks pretty, flowery. It stinks of roses. I'm not a lover of roses, but I do like this powder. I always go for the more browner tones for bronzers. And I thought how good this was because it's just a little bit lighter than a deep bronzer to put on, because in the winter when you've not got so much sun on your face, I just thought it was really nice, and I'd heard good things about this, so I'm going to put that on there. and it's nice. I'm not going to rave about it. I like it. I like the colour it gives. Actually, I'll put some on. So, I've got the mirror there. Should have it in the front here. Yeah. It's got glowy bits in it as well, but it's more shimmery than what you would get if what you'd get if you was using a CC cream. I think a CC cream looks a lot more natural. I don't like too much sparkle on my face because I think it just shows out the wrinkles a lot more. So that's it, the By Terry CC powder. This is called Brightening CC Powder Sunny Flash. And I will continue using that. But the By Terry stuff I would not purchase again, and because I'd opened it they would not take it back. So I did actually write a blog post about this, and I did say, why can't all brands, when you're buying stuff like that, I mean £60, there's the same amount in here as there is in my Trini London. I think it's 30 mils in each. This is £35, this is £60. This has got SPF, this one hasn't. It's a no-brainer really. I don't know why I did it. I just wanted to know what all the hype was about, and I thought I wasted my money. Anyway, but I do like the By Terry CC powder in Sunny Flash. I do like that. So that's it. That's my new bits. I'll do a fashion one next week, so I hope you're going to join me. Anything that you're interested in here, any queries, questions you want answered, I'm only happy to help. So I'll see you next week.